Hi everyone, this is Sarah of thehealthyhomeeconomist.com. I'm at our local ethnic supermarket today called Dinh Ho Supermarket, which is really a conglomeration of a Chinese supermarket, a Vietnamese supermarket, a Korean supermarket, a Filipino supermarket. There's all kinds of Asian brands in this particular supermarket. I've been coming here for over 15 years, and you really need to find an ethnic supermarket in your area because there's things that you can find in these ethnic supermarkets that you will not find anywhere else. You won't find it at the health food store, you certainly won't find it at the supermarket, and you won't even find it at a farmer's market. So get out the phone book or ask some of your ethnic friends where they do some of their shopping for ethnic foods, and get out there and have a cultural experience. It's really fun. I remember the first time I went into this Dinh Ho supermarket and I was just walking around wide-eyed. It's a very, very different experience than your typical American supermarket, and certainly very different than a health food store health food store shopping experience. So with that, we're going to run in and I'm going to show you what I buy here at Dinh Ho. It's not a whole lot of stuff, but these are things that I really can't find anywhere else. So with that, I've got my reusable bag, and let's go shopping. One of the best things you can get in an Asian supermarket is coconuts. And right here I've got fresh, frozen coconut meat, which you can use to make your own coconut milk at home. The only ingredient is fresh coconut meat, and it's been frozen. So you don't have to open the coconut, it's right here. And I've got, since this would be quite dry because it's just the meat, you get a couple of young coconuts, open them up, and add the coconut water to it. And you've got your own homemade coconut milk. The thing about an Asian supermarket is you have to be careful. Some of the snacks are some of the worst MSG sugar-filled snacks you'll find anywhere. And on the other hand, you can find some really unbelievable stuff. Like this. Cooked salted duck eggs. The only ingredients are duck eggs, salt, and water. What a great snack! The original reason I came to an Asian supermarket was to get fish sauce to make my fermented ketchup from the Nourishing Traditions cookbook. The thing you have to remember when you get a fish sauce is that most of them have MSG or sugar in them, and you have to read the labels. Another thing to remember too is that the brand that you bought one time, maybe, and it was fine, had just anchovies, fish, and salt, anchovies, water, and salt in it, may no longer be good next time you buy it. Let me give you an example. This is the brand that I currently have in my refrigerator. I bought it a year or so ago. It takes me a while to go through one of these bottles. At the time I bought it, it just had anchovies, salt, and water in it. But now there's sugar in it. So just because you buy a brand one time doesn't mean you can buy the same brand again. You have to check labels every single time you come here because they're always changing, I've found. So you see all these brands of fish sauce here. There's tons of them. Just go ahead and read all the labels and find one that doesn't have any sugar or any MSG in it. And here's one that's good. Fermented anchovies, salt, and water. Bingo! Another great thing to pick up in an Asian supermarket is coconut sugar. And you can get it for a great price, a much better price than you can at the health food store. This is a container of coconut palm sugar for only $4. It would be a lot more than that at the health food store. The only difference is this one is not granules, so it has been boiled down, so it's not raw. It's still very much wonderful to consume if you're going to use it for baking and that kind of thing. If you want to use raw coconut sugar, you're going to have to find the granules, and they're going to be a bit more expensive. You can find such interesting things at these ethnic supermarkets. You really have to go and check it out if you haven't done this before. Here's some quail eggs and some seaweed salad. Really neat stuff.